Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me. It's an early start for me. I'm in the office, I'm in Hackney. I'm collecting the camera equipment as I'm driving down to Brighton on the East Sussex coast to view with you a £3.25 million hillside house that's coming up for sale. It's huge, it's very special inside, and I think you're going to like this one. If you're interested, come with me and we're going to take a look. Okay. I thought I would pick the cinema room in one of the most spectacular houses we've had for quite some time to film the intro to this video, as I'm very keen to test the acoustics. Now, this home is very, very special. It's a detached 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom house with a 3-tiered garden and 2 roof terraces, one of which feels like you're up in the tree canopy. It's just over 5,300 square feet. That is around 495 square meters. Plus, it has an EPC rating of a B, which is very impressive for such a vast home. There's a huge open plan first floor. We've got a lounge and a bar. We've got an outside kitchen. We've got big industrial style garden jacuzzi. We've got an incredible home cinema, double garage, parking for up to 5 cars, and it's all just a few minutes from the centre of Brighton down here in Sussex. Now, the reason this house came to our attention is its design, really. It was conceived by John Pardy Architects in Hampshire, who won a REBA award for this home, and to us it has a case study house feel about it. And it gives it a real, for me, particularly gives it a real unique edge. Now, for those who are unfamiliar with that term, case study houses were an architectural movement with houses built during the 1950s in America, specifically in and around LA and the Hollywood Hills. Their mid-century styling showcased easy living spaces, and it celebrated light in homes that respected the environments around it. And now, to be fair, they are a genuinely globally recognised iconic architectural statement. I'll leave links for the history of them below. It's a fascinating read if you're an architectural junkie like me. And don't judge me, but the furthest west I've been in the States is Vegas. So if you're one of my American viewers and you happen to be on the West Coast, perhaps you could let me know what you think about this modern English interpretation of your beautiful mid-century homes. Right. Back to the house. It just works. It's just big, it's open, huge rooms, huge windows, loads of natural light. And whilst there's a lot of space to play with, you really feel like you'd use all of it, rather than some of the places I've been in over the years where owners have got lots of rooms, but they've hardly stepped foot in some of them. The owner here, he's owned it from new. He had the whole house built to his specification a few years ago. And whilst some modern homes internally can seem a bit cold or a bit angular in appearance sometimes, his interior stylist, Emma Saxby, has been busy softening the edges, and I think she's done a really great job. I'll leave her website below in the description. And because the house is so large, I'm going to break the tour into 4 parts today. I'd imagine it's going to take around 25 minutes, so you might want to grab yourself a cup of tea. And we may bump into our architectural photographer on the way round. He's absolutely having a field day. He's loving life in this place. James Tarry is the chap who is working on this today. I'll also leave a link to his website in the description box below so you can see the end results. But with that done, let's flip that camera around and we'll go and start outside. Right, so here we go, joining me outside the front of the house, where it kicks off with this boundary metal and wood framed fence that runs all the way along the boundary for the house. So we've got an electric pedestrian gate here and an electric sliding gate that opens into this gravelled drive. Double garage over there, this nice combination of light coloured brickwork and the timber clad frontage of what we'll see inside shortly, and a paved area here which leads up to this very big, very stylish, oversized front door. I love a big front door. Right, let's step inside. And there we go, a rear view of this massive front door and big picture windows everywhere in this house. So that nice light coloured brickwork continues all the way through into the entrance hallway, which is a space full of drama on its own. So let's kick off with some of these features, shall we? So this is a feature wall made of corten steel, but also has, hidden away, storage, coats, shoes, cupboard. And then immediately to the right we've got a guest cloakroom. Big mirror there, and then that's lovely, little Terrace wash hand basin. All the floor on this level is a painted wood, and it's got a nice feel to touch actually. It's got like a matte feel finish to it that works well with the underfloor heating that's everywhere in this house. There's a Lutron lighting system everywhere, so everything is connected, even the speakers, making just entry and exit from this place very simple and straightforward. Over here on the wall, there's also another, I'm not going to play around with it, but just to give you an idea, there is a pad. You can control everything from the house from this system. Now the owner, who is a very successful music producer, is obviously going to be obsessed with good quality sound, and that extends to everywhere in the house. For example, we've got these Art Acoustic speaker system that runs with pairs up with the telly, making this space a really fantastic entertaining space. This is the official bar lounge or lounge bar of the house, and it works really well. Some great parties I'm sure have been had here. That countertop there and the one behind it are both poured concrete countertops. They work really, really well. There is an ice maker over there to the left, and obviously every bar needs a wine and beer and water fridge. Little sink over there. And then I really like the way that the design takes in the outside, so it kind of looks like the whole kitchen area on this side of the glass runs through out to the garden kitchen that will be in shortly. There's a wood burner in that over there. It's just a really usable room. These lights were added by the owner's interior stylist. They are Tala lights. I'll see if I can find a link and I'll add those in below. And then bedroom, one of 5 bedrooms. Nice size double, big windows. All the windows in the house are double glazed. This has a obviously fitted wardrobes and an ensuite. Let me just get that light on. Ensuite shower, very stylish. Tiled floor, contrasting tiled walls. And this, which I just want to show you, this was added at great expense. If I step back, the whole point of this, you've got to step back and squint your eyes, but that is a mural of Slash from Guns N' Roses, but that mural is painted words for Welcome to the Jungle. If you can just make that out, it's a really interesting mural to have as a backdrop in your bedroom, but it's great, it's just fun. And this is the principal bedroom. This is a massive room, decorative wood covering on the wall. Everyone needs somewhere for their trainer and shoe collection. Wardrobe area, and then the main bedroom. Big room, and again huge windows over here, and of course there is an ensuite, which I'm just going to get the lights on for. There we go, big double width shower over there, and these are fun. Brass enclosed, solid concrete, matching wash hand basins. It's comfort cooling. Again, speaker system in here that matches up with the telly, similar to the system in the cinema, which we'll be in shortly. And next, and we have been so lucky with the weather today, but I'm going to show you the garden, which is gorgeous. Oh, sorry, this is Leo, just to introduce you. This is Leo, my son, who has just decided to join the family business. It's the first time he's seen the house. What do you think?
Fabulous.
Yeah?
Everything about it's perfect and so much character.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Favourite room?
It's got to be the top floor.
Really?
Yeah, out on the sun deck, on a nice sunny day like today. Beautiful.
Good, okay, thank you very much. Okay, this is the first of 3 tiers for the garden, which takes in the entire outdoor kitchen. So huge barbecue over there, more washing space, more of that poured concrete bar, breakfast bar area, outside lighting, and then from here you get to see that's the architectural statement from the design. It's such an amazing house. It really is. It's got drama everywhere you look, and I know that James, our photographer, is having real fun here. Now head down to the next tier, sun deck. That under there is a very big, very industrial style, very cool looking jacuzzi. I'll add a photograph and imagery in over the video so you can see what that looks like without the cover off. And then side of the house here, more patio, and the grassed area of the garden. And it's nice down here, it's really nice because the tiers run down. Once you're down here you feel very sheltered and very private. It is, for such a big space, you do feel like you're completely tucked away, and you feel like too exposed to the elements. Now there's one last thing I'm going to show you on this level, which I will cut the video now but I'll get to in a minute, and that is the double garage. And last but not least, the double garage, accessed internally from the entrance hallway just as you come in through the front door. And this is a big room. You'll probably see there is cladding or wood cladding on the ceilings, and that is mainly down to the fact that this was the owner's recording studio for a good few years. That's all gone, moving into bigger premises now, off site, so that's all been taken away, but this will get 2 very decent cars inside it. All right, this is the lower ground floor. That's where we've just toured the upper on the ground floor level, and this drops us neatly into the lower floor with this long hallway. Again, nice design touches here. This is a fully tiled, cork wall tiling setup here, and you get more of this shadow gap along the top with the LED lighting, and more of the signature wide oak floorboards that dress many of the other floors. Now this is probably one of my favourite rooms, if not my favourite room in the whole house, if I'm completely honest. The home cinema setup with a 12-foot screen over here, and it's amazing actually. Once you get right into this room you can really feel the soundproofing doing its thing. It's amazing actually, almost you can feel it in your ears. And that's mainly because of this setup here. So we've got cork walls and then filled in between with this soundproofing that's doing its thing. We've got LED lighting below in the skirting. We've got LED lighting in the cornice level above. That's the projector screen over there. There are 18 speakers built into this wall, into the walls, into this system, including the subwoofers. You could probably seat around, I would say, 12 to 15 people in this room. It's a proper party room. This is the comms room, and this is where all of the magic happens. I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to home cinema systems. All I do know is that it was installed for £140,000, so it is a very advanced, very good home entertainment system. Next on the tour is another bedroom. Nice size double room, nice bright decor, carpeted floor, views out over to the first tier of that 3-tiered garden, and the next bedroom on the tour, which I really like. This is a really nice room, and I think for me it's just mainly down to the fact you've got this private little patio area just off the just behind the sliding bedroom window door. It feels nice and contained. I love these colours. It's got a kind of Hockney vibe about it, this colour scheme in here. Carpeted floor, and this room has got an ensuite shower. Right. Another stop on the tour, and we are into a family bathroom. Tiled, matching tiles to the walls and the floor. Big mirror there. Deep bath, Duravit sanitary ware in here. Tiled back for that bath and the panel. And this I really like, just a neat touch. You can't see the plug hole in here. It's just a nice sleek wash hand basin there. And then this room, which I don't need to tell you what this room is currently used for, but could be a bedroom. It's currently being used, obviously, as a home gym. And again, more design detail in here, more of that LED lighting, recessed lighting, and these big windows. These are actually doors. Those two corner doors open up, opening out to the garden. And then this room also has a shower ensuite. And I really like that brass wash hand basin, nice touch. Right then, very nice open tread oak staircase that enjoys those lovely honey coloured bricks, exposed brick, and a very nice big picture window there at the top that delivers you very neatly into this absolutely astonishing room. It is such a cool space. It is huge. I've sold houses with less square footage than this floor alone. So starting here, lots of big windows, and actually it's nice actually seeing these windows here because you get a sense of the scale of them, and you do benefit from the solar gain that when the sun wraps its way around this house all day, so you get the benefit of the sunshine at any corner. So even on cooler days, the room feels warm. There's underfloor heating here anyway, but it feels like a very cozy room. I think there's the misconception this might be a very expensive room to heat, but it's not. It's a B-rated house, EPC wise, so it is going to be very sensible to own even at this scale. You've got that nice, again, these honey coloured bricks with that fireplace around. There's a wood burner in there. You've got this lovely concrete floating plinth that runs across there. That houses obviously the speakers which drop below, and a TV that turns and swivels around to the right. So if you're sitting and eating, or you're preparing in the kitchen, you get the benefit of the telly if you want it. Up here, more design detail. You've got these sunken or recessed lights into the ceiling, which are lovely. There's some shadow gaps along there where you've got some LED lights. It's just a great room, and these wide plank oak, flooring is gorgeous. Really nice colour, really sets the room off nicely. LED lighting at the bottom of this slatted wall here. Just some great touches. More strip lighting along the top. Good place to add your art if you want to. I really like this colour. This is a great colour scheme, and it kind of works well with that grey. I think it's a nice little combination. This kitchen is fantastic. Loads and loads of storage. It's a pro-norm kitchen. It's full of Miele appliances. So we've got coffee machine, double oven. This is a big extractor hood as well. It's great. But Baratza, I think if that's pronounced right, Baratza stainless steel rolled edge work surface, which matches up with the opposite side where the sink is. But I like the way that they've taken the 5-ring gas hob and they've dropped it, recessed it into the island there, and it's out of the sight line if you're sitting at the dining table. Just again, some of those nice design touches. There's a fridge, a low-level fridge here, and a low-level freezer at that end. Loads of storage here. There's a dishwasher just below here next to the oven, and more storage. And just, this is a fun room. Guest loo with a full window wall overlooking the front of the house. Makes for a very interesting experience. And that, I think, is a lovely little design touch. This wash hand basin, this metal wash hand basin that looks fashioned like a a small steel drum. Now, the back of the kitchen, this is more, there is more storage, and there's also a freezer there, but again, more of that stainless steel work surface, and just a nice little spot here to keep and hide away things that you don't want on display permanently on the island from an aesthetic point of view. And then for those of you who were wondering, washing machine, tumble dryer housed neatly in this rather spacious utility room, corian countertop there, and a sink below. Another view of the back of that workstation. And there we go. This is pure entertaining, this room. It is a social space, it's a fun space, it's a very cool space, and it gets better in that pretty much all of these doors that spill out onto the terrace means that when the sun and the weather is in our favour, your living party space spills out onto this huge terrace with some exceptional views. Standing in this section, which was that sort of architectural statement that we saw from the ground floor in the garden. And there we go. Sweeping views here, all the way from the South Downs over there across, and that is heading down in the Brighton direction. All the flooring, or the decked floor here, has all been sanded recently. That's looking nice and honey coloured. And again, with these doors, these corner doors open, and there's electric outdoor plug sockets as well, and some sunken recessed lighting dotted around, and speakers that are wall mounted. And I'm going to head up that stairwell now onto the last and final roof terrace. And the last staircase to the top floor private roof terrace, and a complete sun trap. Look at that. So we've got more decked floor up here, the most amazing views, which start to my left here. That's going out towards the South Downs, and then right, and that heads down towards the Brighton centre, town centre. And here we go, big terrace, big sun trap, really reinforcing the summer vibes you're going to thoroughly enjoy if you are lucky enough to buy this house. I absolutely love it. Right, tour finished. I hope you've enjoyed this one. It's been a real privilege to wander around this house and get right into the detail. Please do drop me a comment below. Let me know your feelings about this sensational home. At this point, I normally ask you if you'd want to change anything or reconfigure, but you know what? Honestly, I wouldn't change a thing here. Now, if you could see yourself living here, or you'd like to know more, on this occasion, it's my colleague Madelaine Cooper who's looking after this place. And who knows, you might be looking to swap the west coast of America for Sussex. Please, if you are, please get in touch. I'll leave Madelaine's email below in the description. You can also contact us via the normal number 0203 987 1739, or via the website uniquepropertycompany.co.uk. And I'll also leave everything, the link to the listing when it's ready. And with that, I'm done. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you like these tours. I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up if you do. You might want to consider subscribing as well. I look forward to seeing you next time. So until then, take care.